Okay, so ready to dive deep into passive income.
Sounds good.
Smart move. It's a big topic right now. Obviously, a lot of buzz around it. And as you know, that usually means there's a lot to unpack. We're going to try to help you cut through some of that noise.
Yeah.
We'll look at what passive income actually means, how it works, and what to watch out for. No hype here, just the facts. Sourced directly from the research that you provided.
And, it's funny because everyone loves this idea of earning while you sleep. It sounds really appealing on the surface, but it's a little more complicated than that.
Yeah.
The source you shared defines passive income as earnings derived from ventures in which a person is not actively involved.
Mm-hmm.
But that not actively involved doesn't necessarily mean that it's effortless.
Exactly. It's not like instant riches or magic money trees, despite what, some people online would have you believe.
Right. Like take rental properties as an example.
Yeah.
Very popular. It's a popular choice for passive income. But the source is clear that being a landlord is not just about collecting rent checks.
Right.
It's a significant time investment,
Totally.
especially if you're managing the property yourself.
Yeah. Dealing with tenant issues, handling maintenance, late night calls about plumbing emergencies.
Yeah,
It can quickly turn into a very active role.
absolutely. And that's where the research comes in, right? The source really emphasizes this, particularly when it comes to choosing the right passive income stream for your individual goals and risk tolerance.
So diving into rental properties without understanding, say, the local market trends, potential maintenance costs, tenant laws, could lead to some unpleasant surprises.
Precisely. Yeah. In fact, there was a cautionary tale in the source about someone who went all in on a rental property, only to be blindsided by these hidden costs like special assessments,
Wow.
soaring property taxes, all these unexpected expenses that ate into their profits really quickly.
Ouch. That's a hard lesson to learn.
Yeah,
It seems like hidden costs and risks are kind of a recurring theme when it comes to passive income.
definitely.
Yeah.
And they vary depending on what type of passive income you're exploring, too.
Which is a perfect segue to digging into some popular avenues for passive income. The material you shared covers a few key ones: rental properties, which we've touched on, dividend stocks, and online businesses.
Okay,
Let's discuss.
let's unpack dividend stocks. So this involves investing in companies that pay out a portion of their profits to shareholders, so in the form of dividends.
Okay.
Um,
So essentially owning a tiny slice of a company
yeah.
and reaping the rewards of its success.
Yes,
But, like you said earlier, research is crucial here.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as simple as throwing darts at a list of companies and just hoping for the best.
Right.
You're going to need to understand key metrics like dividend yield, which is the annual dividend payment compared to the stock price, and the payout ratio, which indicates how much of the company's earnings are paid out as dividends.
So you're looking for companies with a history of consistent and sustainable dividend payments,
Yes,
not just companies offering a flashy but potentially unreliable high yield.
exactly. And it's important to remember that the value of your investment can fluctuate along with the market.
Yeah, of course.
So,
Right, market fluctuations.
yeah,
So that could mean your dividend checks get a little smaller some years,
it could.
or even that the value of your initial investment takes a hit.
Yeah, that's definitely a risk to be aware of. But diversifying your portfolio by investing in a variety of stocks across different sectors can help mitigate that risk.
Right.
Actually, the source recommends a few specific diversification strategies, like building a portfolio based on market capitalization or investing in index funds that track a specific market segment.
Smart. It's that age-old advice, right?
Yeah.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Speaking of diversification, what about online businesses? That's another avenue for passive income highlighted in the source material.
Yeah. So the online world offers a lot of potential for generating passive income. But I think it's easy to get caught up in this idea that passive means effortless, and the source debunks that myth. Because whether it's affiliate marketing, selling digital products, or building niche websites, there's usually significant upfront work involved.
Right. It's not as simple as slapping up a website and watching the money roll in.
Exactly. Take affiliate marketing as an example.
Okay.
It's a model where you promote other companies' products or services, and then you earn a commission on any sales made through your unique referral link.
So essentially connecting buyers with sellers and earning a finder's fee. But what makes someone click on your link instead of, just going directly to the seller?
That's where the work comes in. You need to build trust with your audience, create valuable content that attracts potential buyers, and effectively market those products or services.
Okay.
The source goes into different affiliate marketing strategies like building a niche blog, creating engaging social media content, or even launching a podcast.
So our listener could actually leverage their knowledge of passive income and start an affiliate marketing podcast. Very meta.
Indeed. It's a great example of how principles of passive income can be applied across different online platforms.
Right.
But the key takeaway here, I think, is that success in online business, just like with rental properties and dividend stocks, requires research, strategy, and consistent effort.
And let's not forget those hidden costs. Yeah, it's not always obvious what those might be when you're dealing with the digital world.
Right, you're right. The source points out several hidden costs associated with online businesses, such as website hosting fees, email marketing, software subscriptions, or even the cost of outsourcing tasks like graphic design or content creation.
It's all about like going in with your eyes wide open, understanding the full picture before you dive in head first. But this is starting to feel a bit daunting, to be honest. How can our listener make sense of all of this information and actually start building a sustainable passive income strategy?
Well, that's where the source really shines, because it provides a clear, actionable roadmap.
Hmm.
And it all starts with identifying your interests and skills.
Okay, I love this. So it's not just about chasing the latest passive income trend. It's about finding something that aligns with your passions and your strength.
Exactly. And the source stresses that this is essential for long-term success.
Right.
So ask yourself, what are you genuinely passionate about? What skills or knowledge do you have that could be leveraged to generate income?
Yeah.
Once you've identified those key areas, you can start exploring specific passive income streams that align with your interests and expertise.
It's like finding that sweet spot, right?
Yep.
Where your passion meets that profit potential. You're probably going to be way more likely to stay motivated, persevere through challenges if you're really invested in what you're doing.
Absolutely. And that's where I think that next step comes in, that thorough research.
Right.
The source really hammers this point home.
Huh.
Don't just skim the surface. Really dive deep into the streams you're considering.
So, like, if our listener is thinking about creating and selling online courses,
Yeah.
they wouldn't just, learn the basics of course creation. They'd be out there researching popular online learning platforms,
Right.
analyzing pricing strategies for their niche, maybe even like studying successful course creators in their field.
Precisely. It's about understanding like all the nuts and bolts of that specific income stream, including the startup costs, time commitment, potential challenges you might face.
And let's be real, every passive income stream has its challenges, right? There's no such thing as a completely set it and forget it opportunity.
Definitely not. That's why the source emphasizes diversifying.
Right. Diversifying those income streams. I know we've touched on it before, but it's worth reiterating, right? It's about spreading your risk, not relying on a single source of passive income.
For sure, yeah. The source suggests aiming for a mix that aligns with your risk tolerance and financial goals.
So you might have a rental property providing steady cash flow. You could have a portfolio of dividend stocks for long-term growth potential, and then maybe an affiliate marketing side hustle generating a little extra income on the side.
There you go.
So if one income stream dips or maybe requires more of your time, you have these other streams to kind of provide that stability and balance.
Right, like a financial safety net.
Yeah.
And then finally, I think the last thing the source talks about is continuous learning.
Oh, interesting.
Because, I mean, the world of finance and tech and business, it's constantly evolving.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What works today might not work tomorrow, especially in the online world. It changes so fast.
Yeah.
So how can our listeners kind of stay ahead of the curve on that?
Well, the source recommends a few things, like engaging with industry experts and thought leaders, maybe attending webinars and conferences, subscribing to relevant publications or podcasts even.
Right.
It's about staying informed about those emerging trends, new technologies, changes in the market.
It really sounds like building this sustainable passive income stream is like, it's a journey. It's not really a destination.
I think that's a great way to put it. Yeah.
Well, for our listener out there, ready to start this journey, remember, it starts with those passions. Then conducting that thorough research. And of course, embracing the power of diversification and continuous learning. That path to passive income is out there.
Definitely. And I'll just add that the source material you provided is a fantastic resource for navigating all of this.
Absolutely. Packed with insights, practical tips, even some inspiring success stories, too. We've only just scratched the surface in this deep dive, but hopefully this is a solid foundation for you, for building your own passive income strategy.
It's been great exploring all this with you.
Likewise. And to our listener, keep diving deep, keep exploring, and remember, your financial future is yours to create. Until next time.